जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं.
The next energy center is being center. It is below the navel, above the root of the spine. Above the root, below the navel, that's a being center. This center is the energy current related to fear. The deep insecurity you feel, the constant insecurity, that makes this energy center blocked, dead, collapse. The hangover of insecurity, please understand. Fear means unable to tolerate or accept the definite happenings going to happen in your life, like a death. Insecurity means unable to face the lingering of different possibilities. There's a big difference, understand? Fear. Death is certain. If you are not able to accept that, you are fighting with it. You are inauthentic with it. That is fear. Insecurity. The different possible happenings of life. But there is no certain in this. If you are inauthentic with it, that is insecurity. Sometimes you may not have fear, but you will have insecurity. You may not have insecurity, you may have fear. You may have both. What is the way out of this insecurity? Understand? The way out for the way out of insecurity, the one and only way you can be out of insecurity is authenticity. Bring authenticity. Now I am defining authenticity. Please understand. Authenticity you have three identity. Please listen. Later on you can pen down. This is your body. That is why I am putting it an unshaped way. Body. Inside this body, what you feel as you, inside, that is called mamakara. Understand? Mamakara, the inner identity. Outside this body, what you project as you to others, that is ahankara. All of you understand? What you believe as you inside you, mamakara. What you project yourself outside you, ahamkara. What others perceive as you is anyakara. This is the third word I am introducing. Be very clear. A, B, C, D, E. What they expect from you is anyakara. All of you understand? You have three personality. Mamakara, ahankara, anyakara. Taking responsibility for all three is authenticity. Please listen. Taking responsibility for all three is authenticity. All of you will not have a problem when I say, be responsible for your mamakara and ahankara. You think, yes, that's right. What I think as me and what I project as me to the others, I am responsible. But everybody has a little, how can I be responsible for what others feel about me? Directly or indirectly, you create that expectation from them. You may not make a statement through your through your verbal language, but you make the statement through your body language. If we analyze your mamakara, ahankara, anyakara, you will understand you are responsible for it. How many of you feel, please listen, whatever others project about them to you, how many of you feel you don't believe it as it is? You take with pinch of salt. Raise your hand. When you don't believe how others project themselves to you, how do you expect others will believe you as you are projecting? Tell me. Still constantly you are in your own dream. When others project, I'll be very intelligent. I'll just put a pinch of salt in that and then take. But when I project, everyone is believing. Turn around and see everybody is laughing behind. How many of you feel, how can I be responsible for others' expectation about me? Raise your hand. Then who will be responsible? No. Listen. When you think they are responsible, you are powerless in your life. When you are clear, you are responsible. Life can never bring any surprise to you. Let me give you my own example. I was very clear about everyone's anyakara. Let me explain with my own example. See, in mamakara, I feel myself as a pure light. That is the idea I have about me. That's the experience I have about me. Just a pure emptiness, nothing else, nothing. My ahankara, the way I project myself to others, is an incarnation to transmit that experience. The anyakara people have up to me, some feel I am Shiva, some feel I am Devi, some feel I may be an enlightened being, some feel I may be a good sadhu, some feel I am a good teacher, some feel I am a fraud. Each one have their anyakara about me. Listen, listen. Now I am making a statement. Whether somebody feels me as a Shiva or Devi, master, teacher or fraud, for everything I am responsible. When I allow somebody who feels as Shiva to worship me, who is not experiencing that space, is already feeling I am a fraud. Understand? See, somebody who had that space, for example, somebody might have received a healing from me or some miracle. So he comes and worships my feet, saying Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Nityanandaya. When I allow that person, somebody else who has not had that experience, who is seeing, will think, what? This fellow is having so much of problem all around him, claims he is a god, must be fraud. Understand? From the beginning, I took the responsibility for both. That is why nobody is able to surprise me. See, understand? Authenticity means stretching yourself to everyone's anyakara. If somebody feels I am Shiva, I have to take the responsibility of fulfilling that space of Shiva in their life. Same way, somebody feels I am a teacher, I have to take the responsibility to fulfill the teacher place in their life. Somebody feels I am their father or mother, I have to take the responsibility and stretch myself to fulfill the role of the father and mother for them. Somebody feels I am a fraud, I am ready to protect myself and my sangha from his anyakara. I am taking the responsibility. This is authenticity. Understand? If I don't take responsibility for somebody feeling I am a fraud, then I will not be prepared. He will give me surprise. I will be powerless in front of him. Clear? So, any anyakara, you are responsible and be prepared to it. Nobody can topple you. Nobody can topple you. If you are authentic with all your three personalities. How many of you did not take the responsibility for the other's anyakara and have been shocked, surprised, made to feel powerless in your life? Raise your hand. Then you know. How many of you authentically feel, you have never seen me powerless during this whole problem and the crisis, I proved myself as a powerful? Then, why? Why do you think you think I am not being attacked? I have not been attacked. All possible brutal attacks have been done on me. Never felt powerless. Because, please understand, any component of your life, you don't feel responsible, you feel powerless. If you decide to take the responsibility for every component of your life, you feel powerful. Power comes with responsibility. Whenever you feel conflict, powerless, see clearly, you have not taken the responsibility for somebody's anyakara. How many of you are able to cognize what I am saying? That's it. These three, mamakara, ahankara, anyakara. See the mudra. Mamakara, ahankara, anyakara. When you take the responsibility for all three, that is authenticity. Authenticity is not just behaving as you think. A weird, chaotic, rowdyistic behavior is not authenticity. A man who is going mad can never be authentic. Authenticity means responsibility for others' anyakara about you. Others' expectation about you also, you set it. Understand? See, for example, if somebody comes and expects me to heal them, I set that example, I set that expectation. Now, nobody is going to come and expect me to have 100th century in cricket to replace Tendulkar. You understand? Nobody is going to have that. No sensible man is going to come and expect from me, we want 100th century from Swamiji. No. What is going to be their Anyakara? They may ask me to give some boon. They may ask me to give some healing. They may ask me to do something, some spiritual experience. Expects I am Shiva. Actually inside me I don't feel as Shiva. In my Mamakara I don't feel I am a Shiva. In my Ahankara I don't declare I am a Shiva. But I created the possibility for their expectation by performing something extraordinary, higher than human possibility. Understand? So now I have to take the responsibility for their Anyakara also and stretch myself. Clear? I never declared I'm going to start playing the cricket and get 100th century for India. No. But I have declared the possibility of many divinities residing inside my being. When I say I am a pure space and when I declare I am here to transmit that experience to you, I opened up some possibilities. Those possibilities are only others' expectations. So if you look and analyze others' Anyakara about you, you will also see indirectly you instigated them to have that Anyakara. How many of you are able to cognize with what I am saying? So we'll take 3 minutes to study. Pen down what you feel as you. Please listen. In your notebook, make it as a 2-page. The center make a line and listen first. Then you can do. In a page, make a line and make it as a 2-part. Here, Mamakara. What I feel as me. And here, Ahankara. What I project me to the others. Naturally, here it will be completely frightened, terrified, horrified. And here, courageous, bold, drr. And here, naturally lazy, dumb, not interested in working, not interested in studying. Here, very powerful, brisk, handsome, charismatic, whatever way you project. So come on, write this Mamakara and Ahankara, then separate page, write what others, the feedback you received from others and which has really hurt you. Understand, that is Anyakara. The feedback you received from others about you and which has hurt you, which is still in your memory. Please understand, whether it is good or bad, if you are not able to stretch yourself to that, it will be hurting you. All of you are able to catch it, what I am saying? All of you are able to cognize it? For example, if somebody expects I should give the Vishwarupa Darshana, if I am not able to stretch myself to that, it will be staying inside me as a hurt. Because I created the possibility for their expectation. I have to stretch myself to that. Clear?